The man wanted for shooting 6 people at a Maryland office park in Delaware car lot has now been taken into custody after a massive manhunt spanning 2 states. Ratty Labby Prince, 38, was arrested in Delaware on Wednesday night. Police say he killed 3 people and injured 2 more in a shooting at a Baltimore area granite company at around 9 a.m. Wednesday, then drove to Delaware and shot a 6th victim about 2 hours later. The shooting rampage set off a manhunt along the Interstate 95 Northeast corridor. The Harford County Sheriff's Office has now identified 3 of people who died, including Bearzea Contudev, 53, of Virginia, Jose Hidalgo Romero, 34, of Aberdeen, Maryland, and Enos M. Arvoljak, 48, of Dundalk, Maryland. Authorities said he had opened fire at 8:58 a.m. when he showed up for work at Advanced Granite Solutions in Emerton Business Park, Edgewood. It's located around 20 miles northeast of central Baltimore, Maryland. 2 of the Maryland victims died on the scene and a 3rd died later. Both of the surviving Maryland victims are in critical condition. One of them left surgery at around 2:15 p.m. Prince then fled the scene in a black GMC Acadia and drove to 28th Street Auto Sales in Wilmington, Delaware, and shot a man twice at around 10:46 a.m. Police say he had beefs in the past with the victim, who is now recovering in hospital. It is not yet clear what sparked the attack, but an ex-colleague took a peace order out against Prince in February, saying that had punched a man in the face, then returned to the workplace and threatened colleagues. Prince was fired from that job. Police had earlier warned that Prince, who pleaded guilty to 15 burglaries in 2003, was considered armed and dangerous and should not be approached. Harford County Sheriff Jeffrey Galler said that the motivation for the shootings remains unknown, but added that Prince hadn't undergone any recent separations and said he believed it may have been a work relationship. He confirmed that Prince had been working at the granite company, which made countertops and similar items, for 4 months prior to the shooting. He said Prince was there on a regular scheduled workday. In a later press conference, Wilmington Police Chief Robert Tracy said that he believed all of the victims, including the Delaware victim, knew Prince. He said Prince and the man shot at the Wilmington auto shop had a history and beefs with Prince over some past history on some criminal cases. He added that Prince had been arrested 42 times in Delaware, mostly on parole violations, had been convicted of 15 felony counts and 4 misdemeanors in 2003. He said there had been no previous assaults between the two, just a relationship that had gone awry, and declined to give further details on the subject. Tracy said that although the auto lot worker was shot in the head and torso, he was conscious and alert when police arrived and provided first aid. The worker positively identified Prince and told police he had just left. The officers gave chase, but lost Prince's car. The same black GMC Acadia had been seen driving from Maryland, northbound on 30th and Market Street, he said. He said that the auto worker was expected to survive. Delaware and Maryland police had been working with New York, New Jersey and Pennsylvania in case Prince had moved on to those other states. Galler declined to elaborate on how the bodies were positioned in the Maryland shooting, but suggested that Prince had moved through the building while attacking, and said that he believed that many more would have died if Prince had been able to fire at them before fleeing. He also declined to confirm a claim from one reporter that Prince had gathered the workers together for a meeting before opening fire. Little is known about Prince, although he appears to have rented a home with his girlfriend, who has not yet been identified, in Edgewood, had a home and family in Delaware, and had an extensive criminal record. In 2003 he pleaded guilty to 15 counts of third-degree burglary, for which he received a substantial prison sentence, Galler said. In March 2015, he was arrested on 4 gun violations: illegal possession of a firearm by a convicted felon, illegal possession of a registered firearm, illegal possession of a firearm, and having a handgun in a vehicle. None of those charges were prosecuted, and at the start of this year a peace order was filed against him in Harford County, in which Advanced Granite Solutions is based, after he allegedly assaulted a colleague. The peace order, which was filed in February, said that Prince had punched a colleague in the face while working at a different granite company, the Baltimore Sun reported. Prince is alleged to have then left the building, then returned to threaten his colleagues, according to the order. The incident was an argument over compensation. He came back to our business justifying what he did was right because the other guy was saying some things that he did not like, the employee wrote in the peace order application. The worker said that the furious man returned 4 times to them, and on the 4th time came to see me, cursed and yelled at me. I felt very threatened because he is a big guy and very aggressive on me. He said that Prince had not actually hit him, but that I do not want to wait until he will. Plus, he already punched a coworker, he can also do it to me. The order was denied by a Harford County District Court judge, who said that the applicant could not meet the required burden of proof. Prince was fired from that granite company, and later went to work for Advanced Granite Solutions. Meanwhile, a property manager who has rented a 3-bedroom townhouse in Edgewood to Prince since November 2014 described him as polite and cooperative. Heather Todd said Ratty Labby Prince lives at the home with his girlfriend, who was not identified. She said he often paid his rent late. Her company, Homes for Rent, has filed 8 petitions for non-payment of rent against the couple. But she said they always ended up paying their rent and the company never had to schedule an eviction.